Hey, business owners, we know you know the importance of maximizing every dollar. With the Delta SkyMiles Reserve Business American Express card, you can make your expenses work just as hard as you. From afternoon coffee runs to stocking office supplies and even team dinners, you can earn miles on all your business expenses. Plus, you can earn 125,000 bonus miles for a limited time through October 29th. The Delta SkyMiles Reserve Business Card. If you travel, you know. Minimum spending requirements and terms apply. Offer ends October 29th, 2025.
Welcome to our podcast, It's About Payroll. We're your hosts, Brian Escobar and Walter William Duncan III. Whether you're new to the payroll game or a seasoned veteran, we have something for you. People who have a problem for every solution.
Yes.
And then another thing we feel is being disappointed when we can't get it can be particularly strong if we had high hopes or like a favorite brand. If it's a brand that usually good and it's your favorite, oh my God, I love my brand. I love it. And you call for customer service and maybe you just caught a bad moment and you caught a bad day. Welcome back, folks. This is an episode of Safe Talk, episode 13, and we're talking about customer service today. We're going to have some safe conversation. And of course, before we get into it, how you doing today, sir?
I am good, sir. I am a little sad today. I got my fish got made into sushi yesterday, cold sushi yesterday.
Tua fish.
So, yeah, tua fish. And hey, it was a decent year. At least we went to the tournament. Hey, we were in it. Yes. We had a chance.
No, they had a good run, man. They had a good run. And I, as a Floridian now, I hope that they can tweak it to get better because I would love to have a local team doing good and root for the Dolphins and whatnot. You know what's funny? I was watching some of the game and one of the Dolphin fans looked like they literally flew there. Bro, they were so wrapped up in blankets and I was like, oh, they must be like an actual Floridian that went to the game.
Yeah, you're talking about -14, -20, -30.
That it felt like -27, they said. It felt like -27. Dude, that's some cold. Like
today here, it feels like -2, it says.
Ooh. That I've dealt with. I've dealt with up to negative something.
-10 was like the lowest I've ever been.
Alaska
was like lower.
Ooh,
actually.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Wait, where'd you go to Alaska for the military or just
FEMA? I work for FEMA.
Wow, when you work for FEMA. Wow.
Yeah.
Dang, they sent you to Alaska?
Yeah, bro. Man, I thought
my feet talk about your FEMA days one.
I thought my feet were gonna freeze off.
Oh my gosh.
It was that cold.
When we talk about negative temperatures, I only think about this moment because I'm about to be in Florida now 8 years. And I came in January and then the rest of my family came down in July.
Yeah.
And I remember being on the phone with my wife at the beach and it was like 70 something degrees in February, whatever.
So you're having a good time.
I wasn't cold. I was just me. I was by myself. Yeah. But I'm on the bus, babe. It's -4. Wow. I was like, what? Oh, I'm so sorry. Ooh. I wanted to get off the phone so I didn't have to tell her where I was and what's going on.
Sucks for you, babe.
Yeah. She got to take the bus. She was in nursing school at the time. So it was just like, So anywho, we're talking about customer service today, folks. And Walt is going to share these bad examples of customer service and what we need to do what people can do to fix it. And then, gosh, I forgot how I prepared. I'm going to talk about, and we're both going to talk about, we're going to talk about how does that make us feel? These bad examples. And then how does that make us feel? Take it away, Walt. What you got for us today?
This episode is presented by TimeTrack Go, the simply better employee time clock software that is going to make your life easier. In addition to the unique graphical employee time card that helps you quickly identify and fix mistakes, TimeTrack Go is excited to announce it's now compatible with QuickBooks Desktop, providing effortless data transfer and reduced errors. TimeTrack Go will not only save you time and money each week, but the easy-to-understand user interface and the ability to turn an ordinary tablet into an employee time clock will get you and your team up and going in just minutes. Find out what a simply better solution can do for your business. To learn more and sign up for your 14-day free trial, go to www.timetrackgo.com. That's TimeTrack go.com, or call 888-321-9922. Let's go.
All right, great, sir. I have 5 inappropriate behavior examples of customer service, right?
Yes.
Bad customer service. So
Bad
number
Santa.
1, communication breakdown.
Yep.
So the example of that is the payroll HR professional responds like almost in a way that's nonchalant, treating the person as if they're not important. You basically are like downplaying the person's inquiry.
You discount
right?
it. No, that's nothing. Don't
Discounting.
worry about it.
Hey, so this person brings something to your attention and about a paycheck discrepancy, and you're lacking patience and understanding with them. You're just like, oh, whatever. It's like speaking matter of factly. Okay, thanks, bye, boom.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Like being short with somebody.
Yes.
So
Abrupt.
Yes. So when it comes to communication, you want to definitely take advantage of customer service training specifically for your payroll HR staff, emphasizing the effectiveness of communication and the importance of maintaining a positive and helpful tone. So like they say, smile
on the phone. Yeah, exactly.
You can feel that. And then offer resources such as communication templates or guide interactions, right? That's why some of those people that when you call a service and they read off of something that's prompted.
Yeah, they have a script.
They have a script, but if you can develop it to the point where it doesn't sound so rehearsed, and that will make the people feel, that could be a way to de-escalate, you know what I'm saying? That situation. So number 2 is inefficient issue resolution, meaning that payroll professionals dismiss a complaint about a tax error or a pay error and fail to recognize the impact on the employee and make that employee feel undervalued. I've seen that. I've worked for people where they've been on the phone. There's nothing we can do about it. You're just gonna have to wait.
That it is what it is. Like you'll get it. You'll get it next week.
Yep.
Next
Sorry. Hey, and then I remember someone telling the employee, like, if you had done what you were supposed to do, this wouldn't be a problem.
No, you're not talking to me like that.
So in this situation, you want to implement a customer focused mindset within the payroll HR team, right? You want to train your staff to actively listen, right? That means you're really taking action to listen to what the person is saying, and so you can hear their concerns, and you want to demonstrate empathy, right? Say, put yourself in their shoes. Hey, how would I feel if this was me? If someone messed up my check? And provide regular updates on the resolution process. So if you're in payroll HR and you have to do research, keep that communication going. Hey, I know I said just following up, circling back to let you know I am still working on this. Just give us some time. We'll get back with you soon. So that will make them feel like, okay, hey, they haven't forgotten about me. Because how many times have we seen it, you and I, in our careers, where someone says, oh, I'll get back to you, and it just gets lost in the shuffle of everything, and then next thing you know, this person's calling again. Hey, it's been 2 weeks. What's up?
Yeah.
So we really want to emphasize the importance of promptly addressing financial concerns. Number 3, lack of accessibility. So payroll professionals who blame employees for confusion regarding a new payroll software, overlooking the system's complexity and not offering sufficient guidance. I've seen what people in payroll, you should just follow these instructions, and that's it. You send an email like, oh, this is what you do. Hey, I sent you the instructions. I don't know what to tell you. If you almost like just dismissing them, right?
Yeah.
Come on, like
kind of like following a theme, like this is bad customer service. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I've seen where unfortunately, I've worked for some people that they would pick up the phone and just hang it up.
What?
Yes. I'm busy. Or they were ignoring, or they had one of the office phones on their desk.
Yeah.
They had one of the office, and you could turn the volume down.
They
would turn the volume all the way down. Yeah, they would turn it all the way down, and so their phone would just be ringing. They'd be like, and so that's that lack of accessibility, right? This person's trying to get an answer to their stuff.
Yeah,
just like
you don't respond quick enough.
And you're not making yourself available to these people. that can go a long way, and not only impact the employee directly, you may impact the company as a result, because
Absolutely.
that may cause that employee to leave.
I can't get help with my paycheck. Are you
Yep.
kidding me?
I'll never forget. I'm not gonna say the name of the payroll
Don't do it.
provider, but I know I called one day and they sent the package to they sent the payroll checks to a wrong address.
Place.
Yes, I called their help center, their help desk, and the person on the phone told me it's your fault.
What?
Huh? How is it my fault? You're the one who mailed it out. That's not on us. She gave me a real bad attitude, and I had to immediately escalate it and blame me. So think about that. You as a payroll professional should never blame, even if the employee made a mistake. You don't want you can call it out, but you have to do it in a delicate way. Hey, the reason that you were underpaid was because of this, or because you forgot to punch out or punch in.
Yeah.
You don't want to come out, oh, you messed up, so you don't have to wait. Don't come at them like that. You want to promote a culture of support. You want to encourage staff to be extremely patient and helpful when guiding employees through their paychecks, their payroll systems, and you want to be.
Welcome to The Human Role, your go-to podcast where HR and payroll collide with innovation. I'm your host, Tiana Neal, and every month I'm diving deep with industry experts and change makers, bringing you real talk insights, practical tips, and fresh takes you won't hear anywhere else. Whether you're a leader, practitioner, or just curious about the latest HR and payroll trends, I've got you covered. Ready to roll with the best? Tune in for fresh perspectives, actionable tips, and the knowledge you need to roll forward with confidence. Subscribe now and let's transform the way you work.
You want to regularly assess the usability of payroll tools, right? Yeah. And you want to gather feedback and make necessary improvements. So you want to get, we were talking about customer experience, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Like customer experience, employee experience fall in the same line because you can look at the employees that you serve as your customers.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to think about their experience and again, put yourself in their shoes.
Yep.
Another issue that can be faced is inadequate training for your payroll or HR staff.
Absolutely.
So a payroll specialist confidently provides inaccurate information about overtime calculations, and that can undermine the employee's trust in the payroll process. When you give somebody the wrong answer and you're sure about yourself, oh yeah, this is how it is. And I've done that where I've gotten wrong information or I thought the wrong thing. And I've earlier in my career, and I've given someone an answer, and it was the wrong answer, and it immediately caused the people to look at me, give me the side eye. Okay, does payroll know what they're doing?
Does he know what he's doing? He'll be a boss.
What we're talking about? Yeah. They gave me this answer. How many times have you and I called help desk service center? Got one answer,
different answers. Yep.
Call back and get a different answer.
That was our strategy back in the day. It was like, no, just keep calling back.
Yep, until you get the right answer.
Until you get the one. Get somebody who knows what they're talking about.
So, but how does that make you feel having to do that? We'll talk about that in a little bit with you, but you got something to think about. So you want to prioritize continuous training for your payroll pros and your HR pros, focusing on updates in tax regulations, payroll software, and or best practices. You want to establish a system for staff to consult with experts when faced with complex payroll issues, meaning that you want to create a work environment where we as managers are accessible to answer questions for our staff and provide them with the resources that they need so they can give somebody else some accurate information. So we want to make sure that the accurate information is consistently provided.
If I may, we want to provide a safe place to talk.
Yes, sir.
For your customers.
Yes, sir. And then the last thing is you want to avoid ignoring the employee feedback. What's the use of taking a customer or employee survey just to ignore what they say?
For real.
Oh, they don't like the way we do it. Oh, it is what it is. This is the system we got. So sorry for you.
User experience, like you reported on the news pod, user experience, customer experience is what we have to focus on as payroll professionals as well.
Yeah. So an example of this would be a payroll pro or HR pro dismissing those employee suggestions for improving the process without investigating their claims.
Yeah.
And that what that can do is you can create a perception of you payroll and HR being indifferent. Oh, we really don't care what you say. We just did this
Yep.
because we had to. So
Yep.
thanks anyway.
Gosh, yeah.
So
It's
you want
horrible.
to cultivate a proactive approach
Mhm.
to getting feedback within the payroll team. You want to encourage payroll professionals, HR professionals to actively seek and address employee concerns, valuing their input and refining the payroll process. And you want to regularly communicate improvements based on employee feedback to enhance transparency and build trust.
Yep.
Because we had a guest on the main show, Jeremy from
Buddy.
yeah, and he spoke to that, right? He spoke to about how like regularly communicating the improvements can enhance that transparency and build that trust, because
That's right.
building the trust with your customers and your employees that you serve goes a long way. Even if you do make a mistake, they're like, hey, they're human. These payroll pros, these HR pros are human, but I know that they're going to take care of me and fix this problem. And that is the type of environment that you want, because we're going to make mistakes. We're going to key in something wrong. We're going to misunderstand something and everything like that. It's how we respond to those things and respond to the customer's needs that will go a long way. So we want to definitely not ignore any feedback that the customers or the clients or employees give us. So that's it, man. I'm going to pass it back to you.
Thank you, sir. And as we listen to all those bad examples of customer service, I'm sure we've all been there, right?
Mhm.
Just calling our vendor and just getting like the runarounds, and now it's just all that stuff, right? So how does it make us feel? Right? How does that make us feel? And one
Yeah.
of the things, of course, is frustration. You know what I mean? The most immediate response stemming from inability to get what we need from the service. You just get frustrated. Sometimes you just want to talk to a person. You don't want to go through the phone and then press
Mhm.
this and do that and go online. Go online. Like now a lot of places just go online. Go to our website. Did you go to our website?
Bro.
Did you go to our website? What?
You know what I hate is when you sign up for these services
Mm.
and they give you a number, but you're not able to have a human
There's nobody
interaction.
there. Yeah.
It's like either chatbots or like an automated answering service or something
Yep.
like that. And it's just like, can I talk to a human? Customer
Yes.
service representative.
Customer service, please represent. Yes, you can't complicate things. Can't complicate. Hey, I don't know. Over complicate things,
Mhm.
because what happens? We get angry. That's another thing how we feel, particularly if the service is poor or disrespectful. That cat oof that I love. Again, I mentioned on all the shows now, I'm talking about the stick figure cartoons on
Yes,
TikTok and
yes,
IG
yes.
and they're highlighting
Yeah.
HR, and they're highlighting all these employee experiences and customer experiences, and one of them is customer service, where it's like
Mhm.
oh no, we're not doing that today. You are rude, and then click, and it's showing that customer service people have a limit also, right? It's a balancing act. You can't more bees with honey. You can't go in there spit firing at the first person you talk to, because don't you want them to help
Yeah.
you? It's not
Yeah,
their
bro.
fault. You gotta, but on the other side of it, you can't take that either.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. We get angry. If we get disrespected, oh, we getting angry for sure. Word up, right? Most people.
So pissed off.
Yep.
When you have a bad customer service,
Oh.
you just it's like
Yep. And payroll, you don't want no bad customer service from payroll, because I heard horror stories. What did Jeremy just said it on the show? He's somebody they were threatening to kill us on the phone or something.
Yeah.
And I've heard that too. I was at a staffing company, and the horror story there was like, yeah, somebody came through with a bat. They were downstairs with a bat, or they were at the thing with a bat. They were scaring the receptionist. Like, what? Yeah, because you messing with people's money. You can't mess with. We are payroll folks. We can't mess with people's money like that.
Yeah, you know how many times like the situation, I don't know if it was this episode, but the situation where I said I had worked with somebody and they were just hanging up on them. I ended up getting that person, and this person was like, I'm gonna come blow this up. I'm gonna come, and I was like, I had to de-escalate the person, because the person
Yep.
the person started popping off. The payroll professional started popping off with them, going back and forth with them. And I'm just
No.
like, that's not how you handle it. Don't take it personal.
Yep.
Now I will say, the person that I did speak to, he did disrespect the payroll pro
But
by
yeah,
calling her out of her name.
still, yeah.
But in that case, you need to transfer it to a manager.
Yeah.
Or
But hey, I'm gonna have to hang up now. Please call back when you are respectful or something. Yeah, those irate. Thank God I haven't had to deal with an irate customer in a long time.
That's so many.
And I give my little example real quick, because sometimes folks don't want solution. They just want to complain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I saw another video. Clearly, folks, we're on social media absorbing things, but I like to learn from my social media. This was a video, and it was like somebody at any event. She was getting offended about everything. And then it got to a point where she couldn't figure out what to be offended by. And the person next to her was like, "You don't even know what to be offended by. You're trying to figure out something to be offended by.
You just want to be mad.
Just want to be mad." And my point is, I was in a customer service situation. We were training on a new software. We went live on a new software in a retail environment. And I was a trainer on site to support the actual retail salespeople, just in case anything went wrong with the software. We could jump in and help them through the sale from the technical perspective. I'm not a salesperson, but from the technical part of it. And because the environment was a little different that day, it was a training day. This one customer was like, "There's all these people in the stores, nobody's helping me." And I was like, "Ma'am, we're training, so a lot of the extra staff are actually the technical person, blah, blah, blah. But let me go ahead and get you somebody that can help." I was able to go get somebody. And she's like, "Oh, I don't need your help."
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
I was like, "What?" She just said she needed help. So anywho, sometimes folks just don't want to be.
You just mad for the sake of being mad.
Yep. What do I say? People who have a problem for every solution.
Yes.
And then another thing we feel is being disappointed when we can't get it can be particularly strong if we had high hopes, or like a favorite brand. If it's a brand that usually good and it's your favorite, "Oh my God, I love my brand. I love it." And you call for customer service, and maybe you just caught a bad moment and you caught a bad day.
Imagine if, like, I've never had a bad experience at a Chick-fil-A, right?
Okay.
Never. It's always been good.
Yeah. Good.
But imagine somebody having poor customer service from somebody at Chick-fil-A, but who are known for having great customer service.
Yes.
And it'll make you be to the point, I'm never going there again.
Yeah.
Based off of this,
Absolutely.
I'm never buying from them again.
And you think about it, that's what makes sense about the stat that you share all the time about folks like at the second paycheck era, they're thinking about leaving the company, like a whole company, because your paycheck, like that's a lot of, I don't know what to say, stress or responsibility on the payroll. That puts a lot of like responsibility on the payroll people. Almost unfair, but I get what it is, right? Because you can't mess with people's money.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, it could give us stress. Dealing with complex issues takes up time. Issue is difficult, or it takes a lot of time. That gives us stress, man. It stresses us. If you don't get your right money on payday, that's stressful. That's stressful.
We all have pressures in life, right?
Yep.
We all have things like, if you're a single person and you just have to take care of yourself, you still have the stress of taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a family and other mouths to provide for, or someone, you're taking care of your parent or your sibling or whatever, like everybody has life stress already, and it's getting more stress added to that from our payroll person or HR person, man, that can really be debilitating. Man, I got enough going on in my personal life. I don't need this crap. I don't need this crap, man. Come on.
Exactly. Yep. And perfectly segues into the last thing, is helplessness. If there seems to be no way to get the problem solved, or if the situation concerns are not being addressed, it it's helplessness. Like, how could, oh my gosh, these are all the things we feel when we get bad customer service. And again, it just makes it really highlights that stat that about leaving the company after 2 paycheck errors, because
Yep.
these are all the feelings that folks go through. And it really just does put a big responsibility on us. I think about Adrian Resto again. Payroll is life. And Jeremy Mifsud now, he has that same sentiment where these folks, I want to find the right phrase for it. These folks have, they have, they, that it means so much more to them. And not it doesn't mean that, not that it doesn't mean that to me as well,
Mm-hmm.
but it, I don't know, I just see it in different ways, and they see it at a very personal, intimate level. There's an intimacy there that they have with payroll, that they know that the other side of this, the product of this, is really impacting someone's life. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
bro.
So
Yeah.
that's dope. That's dope, and that's a way to do it, man. And then, yeah, another one here. You added distrust. It leads to distrust for, you don't want to you don't want distrust from your customer. You want your customers to trust you, whatever you do,
Mhm.
because bad customer service can lead to a loss of trust in the company or the brand. And it can be hard to rebuild that, and giving up on the brand and the company. They're just, like you said earlier, it was just like, I'm done with them. I ain't going back to that.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Like I'm done with them. And the thing about it, it's not just from the payroll. You just don't get customer service from the payroll and HR department. You may get it from the ops department.
Yep.
You get customer service from all facets of the business.
Yeah, your
Right?
boss, your
Yep.
immediate boss. This is another, probably, it's a safe talk where we're talking
Mhm.
about management. Like, for me, the way I approach being a manager or a leader is
Mhm.
just, I think that it's a kind of a full circle thing, right? Think about it like this. Like, when you first come in entry level, you're supporting a company, right? You're supporting your customers, you're supporting a team, you gotta deliver these whatever, right? And
Mhm.
then, hey, you grow and you're good and you grow, and then you get to a leadership role. But
Mhm.
okay, so my approach to that leadership role is that it went full circle at that point. Now you go back to the support part of it, but guess who you're supporting? Your team.
Mhm. Yes.
Your team.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's it. I approach my leadership as, what can I do to make your job easier? What can I do to help you grow, to help you get better, to further your goals? And there's a infograph and there's visuals out there. Some leaders are pulling and some leaders are pushing. And
Mhm.
I think that's what I prefer, to just be pushing and give my teammates whatever they need to be successful. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's not about me anymore. It's not about, oh, my vision, I want this and I want, no, what do you guys need? That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to make your job easier. That's it.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yep.
it. Yeah, if I can teach you some things along the way, awesome. That's great. Bonus, bonus. But that's the way I approach leadership, is just being good customer service to my teammates.
Servant leadership now.
Servant leadership. Yeah. Yeah, for
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
So that's it for me, man. That's how it breaks down. We got these bad examples of customer service and how that makes us feel. And it is tough, man. This stuff is tough.
Yeah. So
And now, a word from our sponsor, TimeTrack Go. To celebrate Small Business Month, TimeTrack Go is offering you a chance to experience the power of their time clock software completely free for the first month. The simply better employee time clock software that is going to make your life easier. TimeTrack Go already has a unique graphical employee time card, and that will help you quickly identify and fix the mistakes.
TimeTrack Go just announced the addition of automatic PTO accrual earnings, so you can say goodbye to those manual calculations. And TimeTrack Go integrates with your favorite payroll systems, including QuickBooks, Gusto, ADP Workforce Now, Paychecks, and more. Don't miss out. Take advantage of this special offer. Use the link in this post to start your 14-day trial in the month of May to qualify for your first month free. Let's go.
Let's go.
what are some key takeaways then for you from this? Don't be bad at customer service.
Yes, no, that's a good one. Key takeaways is for payroll pros specifically, customer service is a big part of our job, and I didn't
Mhm.
always realize that being in a payroll. Something that I said earlier in one of the shows is that
The BARF, breaking news, acquisitions, research, funding. It's the week that was. It's a wonderful way to catch up on the week that was the week prior, kind of a John Oliver-esque type of show. Ryan and I pitch each other's stories. We laugh. It's fun. You can watch it on YouTube, but you can also subscribe to the podcast. Give it a listen. Give it a look. Thanks.
payroll and there's a stat out there that I learned this
Yeah.
past year, right? I used to think it didn't matter where payroll sat, whether they reported to finance or they reported to HR. It didn't matter. We have the same exact function. We have to work. It's the holy trinity anyway: payroll,
Yeah.
HR, finance. We have to
Finance.
work together anyway, regardless. I've been in situations where payroll does not report to either, and it's just an ops and whatever, and then you still have to work with them. But they did a survey, and survey says that the only difference is that when payroll is in finance, the customer service lacks a bit because it steers away from the employee experience and it's very matter of fact. Whereas when payroll sits under HR, now you lead with the employee experience. And a perfect example is, you get a payroll error, and there was once upon a time where I'm like, it's their error. They gotta wait till next week. They gotta wait till the next payroll. I don't care.
Oh, I worked for a couple places that implemented that in the culture, right? Where
Mhm.
and the funny thing is you're right, is that at that corporation I reported to finance.
See,
And so they had to say, hey, we don't want off, we want to limit the amount of off
limit.
cycles that we
Yep.
have,
Save
or the
some
amount
money.
of special payrolls that we have
Yep.
because it costs us X, Y, and Z. No, if they make, especially if it's their mistake,
hmm
then they can wait. Now, if it's our mistake, okay, fine. But if it's on the employee or the manager, nope, next payroll.
We had a manager, the both of us, and I learned things from difficult situations too. I liked what this one manager said: 8 hours or $100
$100, yeah.
could impact somebody's life in their paycheck.
Yep.
And that changed a lot of how I looked at the customer service of it. And working under great HR leaders, that really changed how I
Yeah.
approached it. She wouldn't want me. She wouldn't want me to call her out, but her first name is Lisa. She's a great HR leader, and I'm not gonna say the last name, but y'all can maybe do the research. It does, but anyway, she's a great. I just learned a ton under her, and now I still have the privilege of being under amazing HR leaders, like just still learning from them, and that really heightened my customer service awareness, like lead with customer service. We have to. It's because it's more about, and there's our HRBPs now, they're so customer centric, right? When they reach out, hey, can we fix this today, right now, for this employee? Can you do this right now for this employee? And when you have folks like that no matter how many thousands of employees they have, they act like that's the only employee ever existed. And that's great customer service. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I think I think we picked a really good topic to talk about. Thank you for choosing that. Walt often curates our topics and gets us going in a direction for. Was there an inspiration for you that got this done? Like, how'd you think about customer service?
No, we were talking. It's a conversation, and something you said just triggered the thought, like, oh, boom, we should do customer service because we
Good
hadn't
one.
really talked about it. And
No,
you
you're
said
right.
something, and then it just brought the idea up because that's the thing. It just came around naturally, and it's
Yeah.
something that we hadn't done really.
I think we covered it in the 5 pillars, but it's so long ago.
Mhm.
And I feel like, yeah, we probably need to revisit that episode and see what we can. Yeah, but yeah, man, it's a great call out, man. It's clearly because we've been talking about it for 3 hours now. So yeah, folks, I think that's it, man. Like the takeaways: put customer service first, because the other things you can work on in the background without impacting people.
Yeah, because as we know that a lot more companies are focused on the customer experience, also known as CX.
Yep.
The customer experience. So
Little
that
jargon
is
for you.
that is driving a lot of the business decisions that businesses are making. So that experience, so they want the experience to be everything for the employee or the customer.
And I was just gonna say that includes the employee, because the
Yep.
employee experience as well. Yeah, exactly.
Like you say, the employees are our customers.
Or
The people that we pay are our customers. You said
Yep.
that so many times. Yep.
Yep. So yeah, that's it, folks. I hope you're mindful about customer service. It's a pain. Like it's
Mhm.
so tough, but when you're good at it, you're good at it.
Mhm.
And I think it does take a little bit of a disconnect to be a good customer service, because you can't take it so personal. You can't take it so personal. You can't just, oh, this is what did you say? They call me out my name. Who, they don't know me. No, come on. Especially with money, you gotta. And I think that's how the HR leaders help me with it. They're like, Brian, put yourself in their shoes, bro. Like their check is messed up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. And then if you do have an irate person on the phone, you don't want to, like Brian said, you don't want to take it personally, but you don't want to respond in kind either, right?
No,
You
no.
don't want to respond. Just listen.
Just listen.
You'll find out that if somebody's just like coming at you and coming at you and coming at you, let them talk in a soft tone.
Mhm.
Again, I mentioned this in another show.
Smile, maybe.
One of my
Ooh,
mom's
yes, I
things
love it.
is that one of the scriptures from the Bible that says a soft answer turns away wrath. That being soft spoken will de-escalate someone from being angry, and they're like, oh, you know what, this person's actually listening to me, they're remaining calm, they're not engaging in the back and forth.
Yep.
You know what? And then you may find, because I've been through that, and you may find that the person is apologizing. Hey, I'm sorry. I know I'm not mad at you. I'm just
Right.
mad at the situation.
Exactly.
I'm not like, and you're like, oh, it's okay. I'm here to help. So let me
Yeah.
know. I'll keep you posted. That is what you want to do. That's the ultimate goal, is to de-escalate and give them reassurance. Hey, I'm sorry that it happened, and I'm going to take care of you.
No, exactly right. Exactly right. What about you? What's the takeaway?
That's it, man.
That's
Like,
it. That was it. Got it. No doubt. Yeah, folks. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for joining us today. We love you. Have a good one. Peace.
Peace. Before we sign off, here are a couple quick things. Don't forget to follow It's About Payroll on LinkedIn, and It's About Your Paycheck on Facebook and TikTok.
Thank you for being part of our payroll community, and thank you for being a part of this journey with us. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep going.
I get it. The podcast just isn't enough. That's all right. Head over to your favorite social app, search up Work Defined, WRK Defined, and connect with us.